welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a festival inspired makeup look with the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. No, this video is not sponsored by them, but it is festival season. I know the first week of festivals are already past. Please forgive me for being late for getting this up, but plenty more festivals moving on with the warmer weather. So if you like this look and you want to know how I created it, then stay tuned. All right, so as you can see, I've already done this eye and we're gonna do this eye together. So it's very festival-ish. It would totally help if I had the palette right here. Just a second. I am the worst about grabbing everything that I need before I film. I just don't. No matter how many times I like hash it over and I'm like, hey, this is what I need, I always forget. All right, so anyways, foundation's already on. I have this eye primed and powdered and ready to go. I have my under eye powdered. So we're gonna make this eye look like this one. So today I'm gonna be using the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. This is actually the first time that I'm using this and I absolutely love how this eye came out. So let's do it. This is actually very affordable. I will have it linked below in the description box to how you can pick your own up, but it does look like this. Absolutely loving this. So let's do it. So first I'm gonna go into this pink shade right here called Electric. It's the lighter pink shade. And I am just going to be applying that to the crease of my eye as kind of our transition shade. And I'm just using a Real Techniques shadow blending brush. All right, then using that same brush, I'm gonna pick up that darker pink shade right here, and it is the shade Dippy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this on my brush and do the outer part of my crease first, because that's where I want the majority of the color to be, and then I will just start working that in. See how it's darker there? That's how I want it to be. This one's darker on the outer corner. I'm gonna take one little more bop of that color on my brush. Just apply it there and then work that out. So I am blending it pretty far up to the brow, but still leaving a little bit of space there. Whew! All right, so then using that same brush, I'm gonna go into this orange shade here, Hippie. And I am just gonna take a little bit of that on the outer part of the eye on the crease as well. And then start bringing that down slightly. You're not gonna be able to really get in there good with this big of a brush. So that's why I said just slightly, you can kind of bring it down. Then I'm gonna switch to a smaller, a little shadow brush, pick up that orange shade, and just really bring that in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this half, the outer half of my eyelid, orange. Literally just splitting the lid right in half. So what I noticed about this palette while doing this eye is that the colors are so pigmented, absolutely beautiful, but it does have some fallout, which is to be expected. But pretty nice pigmentation. It's applying nicely. I'm just, no complaints. All right, so then this inner part of the lid, I'm gonna go in first with this blue shade down here, which is Palooza. I'm just taking a clean brush for this, and then I'm gonna pack that blue shade. I am totally kidding. Okay, so what I did first was not apply the blue shade. I actually went in with my Tarte Shape Tape and just put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna go in with a little detailer brush, and I'm just gonna take this a little bit above my crease here. My stomach is making the weirdest growling sounds. And not really doing a cut crease or half of a cut crease. I'm really just kind of just carving it out so it looks a little cleaner, just for the blue. And just a little bit above the crease, you can see where that is. So then I'm gonna go into that blue Palooza shade, and I'm just gonna pack that on where we have the Tarte Shape Tape. When you put the Tarte Shape Tape down, you wanna make sure that it's dry first and really blend it out. All right, so then I'm gonna go in with this shade Ultimate, which is also like a blue shade, but it's a shimmer shade. I'm gonna use the same brush and just pick that up and start applying that on the blue. Like so. All right, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. Actually, that's not the one I used. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush and pick up that darker shade, that darker pink shade, Dippy. And I'm going to apply it to a little more than half of the waterline down here. And then I'm gonna pick up some of that orange hippie shade, and I'm gonna take it on the middle part of the pink there. Then I'm gonna use another little brush and pick up that Palooza shade and just do the inner part of my crease of my waterline. And then just using those brushes to kind of bring that all together. Then I'm gonna pick up that shimmery blue, that Ultimate color, and just pop that on right on the bottom. Like so. All right, then I'm just gonna dust this away with this tiny little brush I have here. Definitely, you either want to powder under your eyes before doing this, or you want to do your foundation second, just because of the fallout. All right, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the Kristen Leanne Urban Decay Beauty Beam Highlighting Palette, and I'm gonna take some of the darkest shade in here. And I'm gonna pop that on my inner corner. I don't like that brush. I feel like it's way too dirty for this. And then I'm also going to pick that up. And I'm gonna bring My dog has not barked all day until I start filming. This is my life, guys. Like, this is it. This is my life. All right, so then I'm also gonna take that darkest shade there in the highlighting palette and just bring it right up here by my brow bone. She doesn't want me to film. All right, then I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay liner in Perversion. And I'm just gonna pop that on. She's still barking. All right, then I'm gonna go in. This is the number 7 brand Lash Impact Ultra Instant False Lash Volume Mascara. I feel like that is the longest name ever. I actually purchased this because of the packaging. It is literally gold glitter and I thought it was so beautiful, but I actually like the packaging. I actually like the mascara. I'm really screwing this up. She's still barking. So, you know, I get down with a ton of mascara. So if you're like, yeah, she's still coating her lashes. That's right, I am. I'm still coating my lashes. All right, so the false lashes that I'm using today are actually by Wet n Wild, and I, don't hate me. I picked these up around Halloween time, and they're called Fuchsia Fantasy. This is the box, but this is what the actual lash looks like. It's actually a double stacked lash. It's pink on the bottom and black on the top. So I'm gonna pick that out of here. I'm gonna trim it, and we're gonna pop this on. These are cheaply made, I can tell, because when I take them out, they go in every direction that they want. None of which is the direction I'm sending them in. So I'm just gonna trim this really quickly here. And I am trimming quite a lot off, which I typically don't, but these are really, really long lashes. Like way too long for my eyelid, and I have pretty big eyes. All right, so while that dries, I'm gonna go in with the Flirt Cosmetics dot liner, and I'm not gonna use the dot side, I'm gonna use the liner side. I'm gonna line my lid up here. And then I'm gonna go in, I'm kind of just jumping around. I'm gonna go in, this is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Midnight Cowboy. And I'm just gonna take this right down here on the waterline where that blue is. Just for a little extra pizzazz. And then I actually purchased these around Halloween time as well. So it's just these little stacks. There's a glitter, a sequins, and then like a silver foil down here. These are for the eyes, and then it comes with this adhesive. I will look online and see if I can find it somewhere, anywhere online. And then if I can, I will link it below in the description box. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take some of that adhesive that it comes with, and I'm just going to put a little bit down here on the lower lash line. Just a little bit. It does not take very much of this at all. I'm gonna take my tweezers. I'm gonna pick up one of those little sequins, jewels, whatever you wanna call it. Diamonds if you fancy. And then I'm gonna pop one on, maybe. I'm gonna pop one on close to the outer, as close to the outer corner here as I can get. And then I'm going to pick another one up. These are a little tricky. And then I'm gonna leave a little bit of a space and pop that other one on. And then I'm gonna go back into the Flirt Cosmetics dot liner. This time, dot. I always feel like I leave out a dot when I say that. Then I'm gonna go in with the dot side. I'm gonna start before the little sequins and make a little dot. I'm gonna go in between the two and make a little dot. And I'm gonna go after this one, make a little dot. 3 little dots there. So we can be nice and festivaled up. All right, then I'm gonna grab this unruly lash and pop this sucker on. I'm not promising that this is gonna go on with ease, because the other one was quite tricky. And I don't typically have a hard time applying lashes. It's just bending in whatever way it wants to. See, this one isn't even going on near as hard as the other one. There's always that one. It's like a child. If my mother's watching this, she's probably like, yeah, Holly, you were that child. That just gives great difficulty. Yeah, that one went on perfect. Made me look like a liar. That is it for the eye look. We're gonna move on to highlight and contour and blush. So I'm gonna kind of show you how to hack your highlighter for, and I think I kind of covered this in another video. I'm not sure if I did it as intensely as I'm going to in this video, but that's what we're gonna talk about. I need to grab some stuff and I'll be right back. All right, so for contour today, I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and this little Wet n Wild brush. I use the middle shade here in this and just start contouring it out. You guys have seen me do this a million times, so if this is boring to you, I am really sorry. Like so. All right, so then for blush, I'm using this, literally my best friend sent me this from her BoxyCharm. There is not a color on the back. I know I've used this before in a tutorial, but I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M438 brush and just pop a little bit of that on my cheeks. go for the highlighter hack. Super excited, super ready. All right, so my little trick here is, this is the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir oil for your face, right? So I give this a good shake. I bought this at Sephora. I will have it linked below. I take a couple of drops of this. Oh, I love this. You can see gold flakes in this. Couple of drops of that on. I wanted you guys, focus, focus, focus. All right, I wanted you guys to be able to just see this glow going on. That's why you're so zoomed in right now. Do you see this? Like, my highlighting game right now, like, this is so intense. Yes. So I'm gonna go back in with a couple of more drops of that Farsali oil. Just a couple drops, does not take much. Then I'm gonna go and just lightly dab that right where I would want my highlighter. Then back into the Tom Ford highlighter. And I'm just dabbing it right over the oil. All right, then I'm not gonna use the oil to go down my nose. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take the damp blender and on my Cupid's bow. Like so. Do you see this glow, honey? Yes. Loving, loving, loving it. All right, then for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel London East End Snob Lip Liner. This is one of my favorite liners. And I'm just over drawing a little. I feel like I could have zoomed you guys out for this, but it is what it is. Then I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick in Loyalist. You know I am obsessed with these. And I need to grab my setting spray, so let me zoom you out and we will close. All right, I'm just going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Yes, honey, yes, yes, yes. All right, so this is the finished look. I hope that you learned something awesome today. I hope that you will try this look out for all your festival outings and summertime, springtime fun. I don't know what I was gonna say. I thought I was gonna say something cool, and that didn't sound cool at all. I hope that you will try this out for festival season. If you do, make sure to tag me in pictures. My social medias are linked below in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Before you leave me a comment below. Tell me what you thought about this. Let me know if you tried any of these products. I did really like this palette. I can't wait to do another look with this. I do have, or will have, the by the time this video goes up, I will have the swatches available on my Facebook picture. A picture of this on my Facebook page, which is linked below. So I do love this. I can't wait to do like a more neutral look with it because there are lots of neutral colors in here. So this will be linked below if you want to purchase this along with all the other products that I used. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. Be nice to one another. Go do something kind for someone and stay beautiful. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.